Yeah, bad day.
Confident with what he saw downfield, and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Yeah, you mad about the bus. He gotta have Amir has to have everything the same every day. You don't like changes. Shit, Amir's not going to flow like his daddy.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively.
They took all that shit about Russell Wilson. When he start balling out week 5, week 6, I don't want to hear it.
Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Eli Manning. Yeah, he bum.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Incomplete on the deep ball.
Nah, you know what? I ain't gonna call him bum. He's just not as great as we thought he was. Can we just say that, J-Pat? Does it make sense?
Go back out on defense and completely shut them down.
Because we gotta keep in mind, he won Super Bowl before his brother, and he won 2 before his brother too. Let's keep it real on that one too. He won a Super Bowl before Peyton Manning. Or am I tripping? I think he won a Super Bowl before Peyton Manning. Or maybe he won 2. He might won 2 before Peyton Manning. He probably won more than we won more before Peyton Manning.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've shown very little offensively to
we should.
Well, neither team has really. They come up here now first.
Niggas on the blitz. Cool.
Allen shakes off the sack. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first.
Partner, there's a downside to everything.
You know the DJ all over B1 broadcast like he ain't trying to play.
Turn your back to the quarterback and you
DJ.
Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down.
And the big fella stumped out in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To the air, Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And able to get this one across the 40.
Man, you can deep out, baby. You want to deep out.
15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
And that's a more than
what happened?
read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time you wait for the man to come open, puts it right at it, and they pick up a first down.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He's already put it on the ground once in this first half. There, no gain, just struggling to get going.
Yeah, and what he needs right now, a dose of confidence, which means his guys have to chop a hole, a big one for him, give him a chance to run a little bit, and gain some of that confidence back. He didn't get it on that carry.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Allen. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Girl. They got attitude. Why you got attitude, Aurelia?
The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Allen gonna throw. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are gonna have it here just past the 25.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
56, 56.
Here's Allen to throw it. And he fires one that's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
Gun.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
11, 9, 12, 12.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Jordan Phillips coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9.
If we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe this quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
On 1, ready?
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Allen. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And now the Bengals are going to call another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
11 MP.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
On 3rd down, you'll give them that. You just want to make sure that you play the 1st down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
Here we go. 11 MP, take. 11 MP, take.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Throw left side complete. That's Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Twelve. 11.
Burrow will throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That one goes for 24 yards. Now Burrow on 1st down. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
11, Thomas. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that is taken in by Hurst. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11.
From the red zone now, here's Burrow, first down. Ball hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here we go, here we go.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
11, mighty. 11, stop.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Oh, and he's going to be brought down a few yards short of the goal line, and they're going to be unable to stop the clock from here. So close yet so far, and that's going to be how this first half will come to an end. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
Sit down on the table. Sit down.
Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7, following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Burrow. This one hauled in by Sample. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. On 2nd and 12, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Allen on third. And that is incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Buffalo. This is taken at the 23, and he'll be out right at the 35. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
Here we go.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going.
11 mighty.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
What's good, loud game?
11 MP, take.
What's good, loud game?
From the gun to give to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14, Bills nothing. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with 1st and 10. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Over the middle, complete. It's McKenzie. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Still in search of their 1st touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Escaping the Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Hey, we can produce ball security all we want here, but how about that effort on defense? Excellent job inside the red zone. Just took away at least 3 points by forcing that fumble.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ball game, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
11.
Now it's Burrow. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow, throw left side, complete to Chase. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Here we go.
As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Gun.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
11 empty. 11. 11. Stop.
Now Burrow. Airing one out for Boyd. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And Burrow going to throw again. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal.
11 Thomas. 11 empty. Take. 11 empty.
Burrow looking to pass. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Bengals have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. And meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by McKenzie. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Von Bell. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11.
Now it's Burrow. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Here we go.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
11.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen, and he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 26. And again, it's Allen. And my goodness, another interception.
And the Bengals.
Got your best friend hanging out the arm though. Got game like I'm dropping me a console. No, I don't swim, but I give up. Now flex. While you there looking the best, feel the get up in your chest while I soak up my success, getting tokens for your stress. I be making all the checks anytime you see me step on a stage, acting real soft like my skin coming beige. Gonna step out and with him, girl, you fake. Try to get it out, what you handsome, you and dance on. Tell your boyfriend go and put your pants on. Down, the best friend. She went and did the same thing. I'm really mad, but she won't know. Everything has gotta be cool when we living so cold. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting. I'm gonzo. Headed where the homie live, cause it's on though. I was chasing 3 women like I'm Mojo Jojo, so my girl got mad and she my bro. Monica, you're wrong though. That's against a bro code. Headed to his home though. No, we living solo. Vertebrae. I just broke into his place. It's shit in his face, yeah. From then I say it's evidence you entertain my loyalty to infiltrate. The only woman that I claim to risk your life to get some strange. How my anger is a pain. You didn't know that I'm a saint. I will blow your up, then I again. Go. Feel it in your bones. You ain't gonna feel it till I'm gone. Caught up in your feelings, now you froze. And everything around you getting cold. The chill is in my bones. Caught up in my feelings, now I'm froze. I don't really feel it till you gone. And everything around me getting cold.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to the banks of the Ohio River and Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. Tonight we've got an AFC matchup on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. Evan McPherson about ready to get this going as we are underway now from Paul Brown Stadium.
Johnny Man.
From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. They start the drive with Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Finding space at the 40. Now he's loose at the 40. Stephon Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Well, to me, there is no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
11 mighty.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. That's the tight end Hurst with it. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he's got Hurst, his tight end. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
I'm playing all these protests. I can't beat that basketball. I can't get one.
11, 11. 11 coming. 11, 11, 11. 11, 11. Stop.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins.
God, he's triple.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
They forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Going to the air on the opening drive.
To the air again, Burrow. That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase from 17 yards out. And the Bengals are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. McKenzie now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. It sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, therefore, they're giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Throwing is Allen on third. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Oh, my God.
And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And this will be taken at the 13. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And out will come the offense as they take over.
On one, ready?
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the
ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover, but I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. Yeah. I'll let you go.
I took a shot.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Burrow will throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first
What you
sack
saying,
of
loud
the
game?
game.
I was talking about
Now
what you saying,
Charles
loud
dealing
game?
with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air
Loud
again,
game.
and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
I mean, it's just that this is a new game. It's a new game, and motherfuckers adjust.
Now on 3rd
Shit,
and
that's all
long,
it
they'll
is.
look to throw.
I be real close.
And tight coverage there.
Like you notice this game, the blitz come in real fast. Like motherfuckers in blitz, the blitz get in there real quick. That's all it is.
Slipped up
A
on
little
the
shit like that.
series, but they're definitely settling in now
It is all
and
about
letting it
adjustment.
be known the
It's a new game,
points
so
won't
it's
come
all
so
about
easy
adjustment.
again.
And it's fielded at the 34. So possession goes over here on the punt. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On play action, Allen. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Getting the ball is Cook running left. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. To throw, it's Allen. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Green line, there, bro.
2020 problem.
Yeah,
Maybe they should
right
keep it
there.
on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like
I'll be
the line
fucking
was
up, bro.
run
I'll be
blocking
fucking
again.
up.
I mean, they opened
Yeah,
up a big
line.
hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. To the air, Allen. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts.
Because the forward you go, the more accurate the pass is when you go
As we
forward.
step aside here in this second quarter.
But you see, you know why I don't go forward no more? Because the blitz get there too quick, bro.
The Bills have taken the
So
lead.
I can't do certain things no more. I gotta move back a little bit. I gotta get a little space.
At least get points. Get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where
This game is not like last year, bro. They let some shit, some little fluky shit come in.
Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3?
All you gotta do in this game is adjust to it. That's all. Cause you know why? It's a video game.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with a slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They find some open field here. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On first down, Allen. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a second down and 12. Now Allen. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. Touchdown, Bills. Isaiah McKenzie. 57 yards. And the Bills are once again back in front. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 84 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow.
And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get two.
I'm trying right now, bro. I'm trying.
Yeah,
I can be better. I'm trying.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Pirine. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Burrow looking to pass.
No,
sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
That's not a catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Exactly. It's a lot of time like that. That's how B1 beat me too today. B1 even saw his 1 feet.
11.
That's why I don't bet, man. I just don't.
11.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Nope.
And he's going to go
nothing.
down.
No field goal.
Back at the
Nothing.
27-yard
Hey, let him get it.
line.
Oh!
They push him back 8
You got
yards
that shit
that
off.
time on 2nd down. So with 1
block
second
this kid.
left in the half, on is the
block.
field goal unit. This from 44 yards away. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half.
That's a lot.
So we've hit intermission.
A
It's
second, 8
halftime.
seconds. Ain't no
This
way
is the
he got back up that
NFL,
quick.
and it's a presentation
Throw this game,
of
bro.
EA Sports.
Seconds there. I did what I'm supposed to do. A second. Man, that's not a bet this game, bro.
Welcome back. Charles and I
is
settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Now Pirine. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
11.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
12.
Here's Burrow. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
11 MT. 11 Mighty. 11 Thomas.
To throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase with his 2nd touchdown of the night as they have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
McKenzie now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He didn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
Here's Allen to throw it. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. Back to Mixon on second down. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On 3rd down, Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Here we go.
They'll try and run with Mixon. Oh, that one well designed, as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now it's Burrow. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
11 MT paint. 11 MT paint.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
On 1, ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now Burrow. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Von Miller drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. McPherson's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Allen. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off by Von Bell. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
To the right side and complete to Hurst. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Here we go. 11, Thomas.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Burrow. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. Touchdown, Bengals. Jamar Chase on the touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Allen now looks to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. Finding room at midfield. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown! Dawson Knox, 84 yards. And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. When you're trailing in the fourth quarter, you got to take some chances you might not normally take, and here, that one pays off big time.
And you have to think to yourself, not only did that pay off big time for them, but what was going on the opposite side of the ball? They know that they have to take a chance here. They know they have to come up with something big, yet it still happens. So credit the execution, but wonder what the defense was doing.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Inside handoff to Mixon. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Throwing is Allen. He's got a man, complete. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Bills. Dawson Knox. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Important extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game, challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this third down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. Mixing up the middle. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest.
Here we go, here we go. Twelve. 11 MT. 11 MT.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. Open man. It's complete to Higgins. Touchdown Bengals. T. Higgins. 67 yards. And the Bengals use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. He got 29 yards that time. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Now you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback,
Here we go.
and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and we have that in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
12. 11, mighty. 11, 12.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown. T. Higgins, his second touchdown of the night. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it'll be brought out to the 25. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
To not finish a game on a defensive penalty, that's why they get one more untimed attempt.
Allen now on first down. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.